Hello and welcome, my name is Nilaus and this is episode 20 of our Let's Play campaign of Factorio. We're playing with Yuoki Industries. I want to try something fun. I hope it works, and I have no idea if it works. So what I did was I created this very nice blueprint, which basically says I want all the paths around it to be concrete with hash concretes around the edges, and then I want all the stuff inside, and then the whole square blanketed with stone bricks. Let's click. I clicked it. Now we should see the number of available construction robots drop from a lot to none. Look, there we go. Now they're just cracking away at this. And that's actually how I intend to do it for every single one. What I need to do in this episode is establish my solar power plant here. So you can see here I have now almost 500, what I needed, and I have how much would I want? I just said 400 of these. What I'm also seeing here is a bit of a problem. I spent all this giant area converting it into to Unicomp, and I do have a lot of Unicomp by now. But I'm not sure it was a clever move, because now I don't have any stone, and you know, that's kind of also needed. How much do we have? We have a lot, and for some reason we also got that. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10,000. So it's about 15,000. So let's just say I have plenty. Let's put a couple here. These can. It's actually. There. I mean, I do have this, so why don't I use it? Oh, I know why. It's because I got too close to these two. There you go. Right, so that should be cleaned out, and look at all of this nice thing, and it's a lot of things are missing. It's gonna take forever for these teeny tiny robots to fill it up. So while they're at this, I am going to hit the other way, because I don't bother looking at that. I could actually, you know what? Could I place it again? I don't think so. I think there's one error. Yes, there are a few errors here that prevents it. But I don't know what if I do it. It doesn't do it. No. All right, I'm gonna have to do this more manual. This is actually the area that I created, and I think this will be my solar panel area. I also want this down here to be a solar panel area, but as you can see, it's not exactly established just yet. What I can do with this one is actually, I can just go completely crazy in this. Basically just say, I want all of this gone. I have no idea if this is even a feasible way of doing it. And then we can take my blueprint and just slap it in here. It's interesting. Why is that not possible? Try again. Blueprint. I shift click, right? Then I shift click. Okay. Oops. Okay. I have no idea where this. I can't see where it's supposed to be here, like this general area. So if I just clear a path here, or not a path, but just a nice little square, then the rest of it should actually be automated. Let's try again. I don't think that they can actually. There. Let's try. Teeny tiny thing here. Though, if it's only the lights, then I'll just make do with it. So, shift click it. These should now be placed, and that should clean out all of this junk. And you know what? While we're at it, I think I'll just create some Just a little area here for placing junk. You know what? Actually, that's not going to be here. I'll place it somewhere else. I'll place this here. There, 16 junk. Let's see. And I hope these will just be placed under anyway. This is getting removed, and yeah, okay. Let's just be honest and say that it's not gonna work. All right, so how are we going to build this part? I think I want to grab a lot of these, like 50. I don't need more trains, so let's just get this 50 as well. Should have done this before, but my idea here is figuring out a good area that I can scale up, and then that will fit into this this area I have here, because I want to make sure that it fits exactly into this area. Okay, that's for me. Thank you. Cool. Now I have 50. I don't want to use substations. I want to use my regular ones. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I do. So let's start by just figuring out what we could make. Oops, there. This does not seem totally unreasonable. Yeah. This actually sounds very reasonable. Let's like slap this one in the middle for each. Actually, can it be in the corner? Can be in the corner. In that case, it will be in the corner, because then I can at least squeeze in one of these. I don't think this is a very good way, because it's that's not good either. Just trying to figure out some different ways that this could be. And then it can exactly not get any more of this. But it's also such a waste to do that. I really want to be focusing on the same type of system. So for example, why do I keep accumulating these? For example, this one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, oops. Then this one is going to be blocked a bit. It's blocking. So if I'm repeating this pattern all over, but it's not really sufficient. It is not sufficient. It doesn't have enough. Yeah. I get all sorts of other problems. And if I ever want to repeat this pattern here, 1, 2, it is actually okay, because I can repeat it. The only difference is that, interesting. think it's actually still better to do that. So it gets in the middle. My concern here is that I am not really getting enough. 1, 2, 3. I'm definitely not getting enough of the power thingies. For example, this one. I can replicate that over here, no problem for that. Now my question is also, what about sort of this part? Also something that is replaceable, but it doesn't scale, you know. Let's remove this one because it doesn't fit. Unless, of course, I make sort of like something in the middle. It's about the middle. This is also about the middle. And then I take the other one. Nope. This one. Plop it down there. Oh, hold on. I don't have enough lights. I definitely need more lights. Where do I want to place it? Like this? Nah, I actually want to place it above each one. Because it's way more likely that I'll be able to support this. Yes, here we are. I'm just keep getting these. I want to increase the carrying capacity significantly. Now what about this space in between? I can do here. I think I can do that, and if I do this, then there's actually also a walking path down the middle. Yeah, I think that might be valuable, feasible, you know. And I'll take this one here. Ah, is it inverse then? I'm not really sure how this is going to work, to be perfectly honest, but I don't know. 1.2k missing construction robots. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. That's a lot of things going to. Oh, that's because they are still clearing out the path here. Ah, that's because these have finally been placed, and now here comes the cleanup crew. I can see that this has been placed. This is very nice. Or, well, that's just a ghost image just yet. But eventually we'll get it. Not too worried about it. I do know that we do have issues. But this is part of the problem, or part of the solution. This one I remove for the sheer fact that I'll actually build the small one instead. Yep. Here, here. How far can we get out? It's I don't know. Is it pretty? No. Is it working? I don't know. I don't know actually if it was working, because I'm getting too close to this edge and not close enough to the other edge. It's actually not working. I think this is part of the big part of this game is figuring out what you like. I mean, I know it's not the optimal user space, but I think I'm approaching. Because what I do want here, it's actually very interesting why none of these are actually being delivered. I know they have enough. Right, and remove. I want the lights. Alright, now I'm going to try again, and I'm actually going to do almost the same, slightly the same. That is not a word. What if we do this? Let's see how that fits all the way through. And then basically around these, or not, delete, delete, delete. And then we'll try the same from the other side, basically taking exactly at this spot. I do like the fact that I have some spare room around the edges. That's 4 on each side, and it's definitely not room for 5. Okay. Let's make it 4. It is surprising why it's not really being delivered by my robots. Maybe because they're too busy, but it's just nothing is being delivered. Usually it's quite random what gets delivered, but this time around, I mean, nothing is getting delivered. Right, so it's actually not even, it's an odd number here. Didn't even know that. No, that's because this is 9 wide, so it's not actually the case. Let's continue on this journey. There. And now the issue is that none of these will work here, right? So actually it's exactly, okay, we'll just shift click it. This is actually working quite nice. What about if we just fill in the last blanks here? Fortunately, it just will not cover that one. I like this part. And then the middle will be for okay, let's copy and place it. Whoa, that's not good. How the hell is that not working? It's, of course, I know. Forget about it. Still it works. It still works. So this is going to be the format for my solar panels. I think it's actually going to be quite nice. Now things are getting delivered. This is brilliant. Now I just hope that it's working. There. Cool. Then let's actually put this one here and then put all this junk. Oh, hold on. Cancel, cancel. There. Because I just want a few just to stamp it down. Now let's see. What could we build here that would support them? Easiest thing in the world is just creating something like this. That is actually quite easy. Actually, that's not just easy, that's pretty damn good. How many do we have here? We have 8 in each square, and I have 16 squares. Ah, I wish I had a calculator. That's 128. So it's 128 and minus 4, that's 124. And I have 16 here. And for 124, I believe I need 100. And I already have 16, so I need 86. So this calculation is basically saying, I believe, if I recall correctly, for each 24 solar panels, I need 20 accumulators. So basically, if I say I have 124 solar panels in this area, then in order to support that, I need 100, approximately, accumulators. That sounds about right? Okay, so 100, and I have 16, so I need 86. And then for this little thing here, which is going to support 2, how much? Oh, basically, I'm going to have the middle thing, I don't know what I'm going to put here. But let's say I have 4 of these areas, so if I have more than 86, and I can replicate this 86, that's about 22 in each. So I have more than 22 here, and then I have too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on, if this was just it's a 4 by 4, that's 16, 32 minus 1. That's 31 in this area, and if I have more than 2. So I definitely have too many, but I could replicate this area all the way in, and then have solar panels in the middle. Let's try and have a go at what the solar panels in the middle would look like. It could look like this, I suppose. No, not quite like that. No, this one. Then let's actually just have a look at what we can do. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. I like the symmetry here. So if there's any way to keep the symmetry going, then by all means. I don't think there is. Because in order to support this, you'd need to build some power poles like this, and then it would be shifted over anyway. And then we have a walking path. But it would be nice if I did actually have a walking path all the way through on this, but I don't. Then these would be 1, 2, 1, 2. Actually, why is that? Oh, okay, it's not. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. I'll have too many accumulators in the setup, but nonetheless, it'll work. I could build something like this. I think that'll work. Okay, so we need another blueprint, and that's gonna blueprint this thingy. I have no idea. This is probably sitting at the. Oh, yeah. There's this tiny thing I forgot about. Ah, screw that. So basically spent an entire episode on, let's see, one, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all of this area should be as far as possible. Oh, I'm gonna box myself in here if I'm not careful, and I'm not careful. Then I'm gonna work my way out. Whatever. It's gonna be fun anyway. It's actually interesting why these are not really the power poles. Why are they not just flying in steel? But no. Right, let's work on this. So can we get like the small ones? See, the small one is, what if I did it like this? That'd be pretty good, right? I'd even be able to and I just have to be really careful about this, because every time you build something that is rotationally symmetrical, it looks like a swastika, because like there, it's, yep, sorry, not gonna work. It's must be some kind of rule on the internet that things should always or will always tend to look like a swastika, unless extremely careful not to. I don't like this. I really don't like it. It's not pretty. Interestingly enough, why is that one not filled? There. But it is slowly getting there, and I need to get the hell out if I don't want to get boxed in. Anyway, I think I also might... I'm going to put these in. Whoop. And I think I need to do it something like this, and having one in the middle. It's not going to be completely symmetrical, but I do not care. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, I like this. That's a lot of slapping around this area, slapping things in. And let's get the hell out of here before it's too late. Good. And another achievement here is it does not look like a swastika. So with that solved, I can get out before, oh no, it's a puzzle, it's a maze, I can't get out. Have to find an exit before things box in. And this thing will be something this beautiful thing will be replicated all over the place. Still a lot of things that are strange. Okay, I'm gonna put in these things and also there. Grab it from there and then be done with it. How are my robots? Okay, I'm actually only missing one. No, that can't be true. One is missing repair packs. That's more concerning, because that means who's missing repair packs? Yeah, that one up there is missing repair packs, I guess. This is really struggling. Okay, So we're gonna leave it there. We made a nice, big, not pretty, but I believe functional solar energy setup. Let's see how much it's actually generating at this point. Whoa, it barely is keeping up. It's 283 that are hooked up at this point. So okay, it's pretty good. It does contribute. All right, so thank you very much for joining. This was basically a session where we figured out how to build a scalable solar panel. Actually, I can make more. I'm just going to slap in a few down in this area and then be done with it. All right, so thank you for joining, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.